Hello everyone, it is Pam here with Tattered Paper and Lace, and I welcome you back to my channel. And if you've just come to join us, hello and thank you for coming. And if you've been a long-time viewer, then thank you for coming back. Today we are on week 26 of the Margarete Miller 52-week collage challenge. And so we'll just get started on that. This one is a little bit simple. It was kind of easy to do because I immediately had in mind what I wanted to do, I thought, and it did turn out that way. So we start off with a leftover art scrap in your workspace, sheet music, a rubber stamping in any color but black, a retro household product, a mushroom or a toadstool, and the bonus is a bell or bells. I will not be using the bonus this time, so no bells for me. But what I do have starting off is my art scrap. And this is, I have a little pile that I keep over to the side of art scraps. And this is where I have stamped off things, or I stamped to see how it was going to do, or I stamped off to clean my stamps. And then I have sheet music, a little piece of sheet music I'm going to use here. And then the rubber stamping in any color. Well, there's lots of rubber stamping on here because that's what this art scrap is where I have stamped off stamps after I've used them. So I've got red, I've got some green, and I added some additional, this little texture stamp up here I added in addition to. So that is my art scrap, and it will be, of course, that's going to be my background. Got a little place right there. There. So that's going to be my background. And then I have my music sheet, which is going to go across here somewhere. Not exactly sure of the placement quite yet. But I do have this one planned out. So anyway, so that is leftover scrap, sheet music, and rubber stamping. And then we need a retro household product. Well, I didn't know exactly what that meant. Does that mean, any product from, maybe let me raise it up just a little bit, any product from 60s to 70s is retro, in my opinion. So it could be any product. So I have this Family Circle magazine that you can see is from March of 1962. So I used an ad out of this magazine for that prompt. And so what I'm using is, because I decided to use this, let me just show you what this was. Here is my toadstools or mushrooms right there. So we have those as well. This was like this. And of course I cut that out and I had to retrofit this down here because some of this floss, embroidery floss, was over here. So I kind of retrofitted all that. This was up here somewhere, and then there was another little piece of something up there that I'll show you later. So this was like a sampler, a cross-stitched sampler in the background that was advertising this Del Monte family style whole kernels in liquid, golden sweet corn. So that's my product that's my retro product. I thought about doing, a retro home interior. I thought of all kinds of things, retro appliances. I thought about all kinds of things, but I decided that I liked this because I could make the mushrooms fit in with this better. So I am going to kind of recreate this ad to some degree, not exactly. And we are going to start with my art scrap in the background. I'm just going to go ahead and glue this one and get started on that. So I hope everyone is doing well. I actually am not filming this very much early. This is Saturday, and you will be seeing this on this coming Monday. So I'm not too far ahead. I had been quite a bit ahead on these collages, and then they got, all of a sudden they were hard to do, and so I was procrastinating. But now they've become easier to do again. I find I go in cycles, and that may be my mood. It may be the prompts. Who knows? But in any case, right now, I am enjoying having, I'm going to have to stand up to do this. I am enjoying them being a little bit easier to do for me here lately. So we'll get this art scrap down right here. So let's see if I can find a little stack. Oh, here they are. And this is my little stack of art scrap that when I just have pieces that are kind of interesting looking, I just go, okay, we'll just keep that. I really like this one. I love that. It looks like a, turn it this way, it looks like a garden to me. These are trees in the background. But anyway, I started to use that one, but couldn't find anything to go with it. But that's my art scrap pile. And this piece came out of that, and this piece is going to work fine for this project. Then I am going to, so this is my reimagined ad for this corn. So I'm going to put this, is going to go right down here, just like this. And I'm going to go ahead and put this down, but I'm only going to glue just the bottom of it. And I did have to, like I said, retrofit. So you can see where this, some of the embroidery floss was on the other side of the can of corn. And I couldn't use them. So when I saw that the can of corn was the last thing I could use for the width of this book, I cut off those embroidery pieces and worked them into, there was only two skeins over here of the embroidery floss. So I worked that in because I just wanted to. I didn't want to waste them. I didn't know what else I could use them on, and I could make it work going in behind that thimble. So that's what I did. So we're going to get this down next, just like this. And I just did it on the bottom because I am going to be putting some things underneath that. And so I didn't want to hinder doing that. Then we're going to put our sheet music is going to go up here. A little bit of sheet music right here. Let's see. I'm going to put the mushrooms. We'll go back here. So I want that to be a little bit lower because I have two things. Yeah, I put the other one aside because I was afraid I'd lose them if I didn't put them to the side. So I'll show you that in just a moment. But like I said, hope you're all doing well. It has been very hot here. It has been very dry here. So our grass is now turning brown, but I live in Georgia, so it really isn't unusual for this part of June to be so dry. Actually, it doesn't really get that dry until August, or the end, sometime in July to August. So it's a little bit sooner. We were hoping to get a little bit of precipitation here with a storm that's building off the coast of Georgia. And we hope to get a little precipitation from that, which won't be until next Wednesday. But if we can, then that would be great. We need it. Everything had been so pretty. Trees and grass and everything was so green and pretty, and then it's just quit raining. It's been probably 3 weeks now that it's not rained. But again, that's what happens. We're used to it. It's hot. But it's not hotter than it's hotter earlier in the year, but it's not hotter than it gets at some point in the year. But we've been in the 90s. 97 one day, I think. That was the hottest day so far. We'll hope that that is the hottest day ever. May or may not be. We may have some hotter weather later, but we hope not too much. So this mushroom is going to go under here, just like that. And this one's under here. So that's how that is going, and that's all I need to tuck under there. So I can go ahead and put this down because nothing else is tucking under these pieces. So we'll go ahead and get that done. Like I said, I've been having an easier time with these collages. Some are not as exciting as others, and that's, again, like I have said, that is really okay. So don't get discouraged if you don't feel like yours are very exciting. The main thing is if you like them, you hope others like them, but if you like them, that is the main thing. I'd like to know what you think it was meant by a retro household product. I mean, this is, I don't know if this is really considered a household product, because household may sort of suggest, like, you know, furniture or an appliance or decor or whatever. But I didn't go with that because I didn't see anything. that sparked my interest in that. But I had been wanting to use this this sampler ad. I've been wanting to use it, so I decided today was the day. And this was the collage for that. So let's get this music down. I just wanted a piece of the sheet music, not all of it. And it, you know, I started to use that as the background, but this seemed to work better. And I'm going to put this low enough that this mushroom kind of fits into where that where that's torn a little bit, you know, out of straightness there. This is going to go up here just above the music. It's going to have to go over onto the next page a little bit because I couldn't get it any shorter unless I wanted to cut those words apart, and I really didn't want to do that. So we're going to let it go over onto the other page a little bit. So everything but the music, mushrooms, and the art scrap is from this ad, this sampler ad. So I am reimagining that sampler ad. And I was looking, because I'm going to be out of town next weekend, or this coming weekend. And so I've already started, like I said, this is the Saturday before the Monday you're actually seeing this. And I've started the collage that will be due when I get back, because we won't get back till Sunday. So I want to have it done, because then, you know, you got to wash the clothes and unpack and, you know, all those things. We're just going to be gone for the weekend, but still, I didn't want to have to worry about trying to do this next collage, week 27, on the same, you know, right after I get back. I just didn't want to do that. So I'm working on it after this one. I'll be working on it, and I may or may not get it filmed today, but I will probably get it filmed by tomorrow. Okay, then also, let me get my tweezers. I can't pick these little bits up. This is, I mean, you'll see the reason why I didn't want to jumble these up, because I was afraid I'd lose them. So I fussy cut out these words that were also embroidered in the sampler. They were in the sampler underneath Home Sweet Corn, but for this collage, they work better on top. And that's going to go just like that. Every day, every way, Home Sweet Corn. And this will be the last thing that goes on this collage. So let's get that done. I have another pair of tweezers that I have misplaced somewhere and I can't find them. I wish that I could. They were the very pointy kind. I can't find them. I have no idea where they went. Okay, there's that one. Get that down. So I continue to look, and I tell you, I sometimes move things around. I shouldn't do that. I'll lay this down because it kind of gets limp. I shouldn't do that because I can't find some things. I have moved something around that was just sitting out, and I said, you know, I'm going to put this up here because I will remember it's here. This is a good place for it, and it'll be not just sitting out, because I had it just sitting out on a piece of furniture sitting out, not on the table, but a little cabinet that I have, and it was just sitting there, and I thought, you know, I really should put that away. And now I can't find it. It was, I had painted several years ago now. I did a journal that I made the spine of, and it was a blue, so I got it nice and painted the right color. And while I was at it, because I had black paint out as well, I did a black one like it, because I have another book that I want to make into a journal that I need to put the spine on because it doesn't have one. It's off. And it was just black. So I just painted me another piece of fabric, black. That's what I can't find. So do I have this in the middle? I mean, do I have this in a line? Maybe not. I think that's a little bit better. It's close enough. I'm not going to worry too much about it. So what we have here is my reimagined ad for this retro corn ad. And this is a jingle, and this is the music for the jingle. And it's every day, every way, home sweet corn. So that's my little jingle for this Del Monte corn. Now, I am also going to do my little piece over here, and I believe it has to go at the top this time. Yes, it does. It has to go at the top. And in my little ad that's over here of the sampler, there is, let me find it again, here, there is some cross-stitched corn. So I'm going to cut off a piece of that. Just one. And, oops, we'll see how we're going to put that on here. I just need one piece of corn. This is another little piece that was from the sampler thingy. So I'm using that from that sampler ad. I'm going to cut this down like that. I'm going to have to cut this down. See this, I had to cut through this, so I don't know how this is going to work, because I had to cut through part of the corn, and this may be too big. I think I'm just going to fussy cut this piece of corn out. We'll start with that. But anyway, I would appreciate comments. Let me know what you think about this one. It's very much simpler than the one I had. Well, the one I had last week was easy to put together, but it was a little more complicated to figure out. This one came together pretty easily. Like I said, for right now, they're seemingly doing rather easily. So that's good. Oh, you can't even see what I'm doing. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm really bad. Get this, you know, I get to go in and I forget. That's why I don't do a lot of the fussy cutting and stuff on the camera, because I forget to talk. I forget you're there, and I'm in the moment. So I forget to do that. I use these little tiny scissors. I bought these little tiny scissors at Tuesday morning before they went out of business. And I absolutely love them. They're non-stick. Yeah, I'm just going to do that little piece of corn just like that. They are non-stick, a non-stick alloy of some kind. They have a little, you can see, maybe you can see that this blade is bent a little bit toward, see, I don't know if you can see that or not, is bent a little bit toward the left, left. And this one is bent a little bit more to the right. So when you close them, they are really, and this point is very sharp, very pointy. So that's my little, and they're short. So that's my little fine fussy cutting scissors. I use regular big scissors on smoother areas. I could have used the bigger scissors on this. The reason I didn't is because this is the sort of more simple cutting I might do with the big scissors. But this paper is so fragile that it is not easy to cut, and I thought it would be easier to do with the little scissors. So that's how I'm going to do that. I won't take your time to glue that down, but you'll see what it's supposed to look like. So that is my collage. I do appreciate all comments. And I wanted to say, so we do have other products in here besides the corn, because I have the tomato, the classic tomato pin cushion. Has a needle in it with thread right here. We have a classic thimble. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 skeins of embroidery floss. And then this looks like a crochet yarn of some kind over here. So that is my collage for this week, week 26. And you can go to hashtag 2024CW26 to see what other folks have done using these prompts. I appreciate you coming along and watching my videos and commenting if you'd like to tell me what you think about it. So I guess we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.